Hey beautiful people, welcome back. I'm Josie with Awakened Soul, and we are here for a reading all about you and the person on your mind, plus the connection you share with each other. Today's reading is going to be a deep dive into what is going on with the connection itself, as well as a look into their current experience in the connection. I will be doing an extended for today's reading where we will be doing a deeper dive into their more specific thoughts and feelings about you, as well as their intentions. So if you find that the bulk of this reading resonates and you are interested in learning even more, you are welcome to join for the extended. All of that information will be down below in the description box, as well as the pinned comment. Basically, we are going to be focusing on the connection itself in today's reading to give you insight as to what you're meant to be experiencing, learning, what is actually going on energetically here. And then if you want to know even more about their personal experience, that will be in the extended. No matter what, in today's reading, I will give you some insight as to what their experience is, as well as some channeled messages from them to you. And as I always do, I will end today's reading with a short message just for you at the very end. So make sure you stick around to the very end. Those are always very important messages just for you, the viewer. So to give you a quick rundown of each of the cards, I'm going to first announce them to all of you, and then we're going to start getting to the channeled messages, okay? First up, we have Aquarius. Fly your freak flag. Okay, interesting. Be your unique self. Actually, before I introduce these cards, I want to give a shout out and thank you to Abby, who actually sent them in for the channel. This is the first reading I am filming with using them, so I'm super excited. Thank you again so much, Abby. I appreciate you and your generosity. They're absolutely beautiful. Let me get the deck out again so I can introduce it to you in case you guys end up really liking these cards and you want to pick them up for yourself. If I can, I'll also link them down below in the description. It's the Cosmic Dreamscape Astrology deck. So anyway, thank you again, Abby. Back to introducing the cards. We have Aquarius, fly your freak flag, be your unique individual self. We also have the Moon, cue the cuddles. Benefics, let the blessings unfold. Stellium, stop obsessing. Imam, Koli or Goli, make peace with the past. We also have Calm, Soul, remember. Drawing down the moon with knowledge. Moonlight, enchanted, and moon called, meant to be. So I can tell you right from the get-go, this is probably going to be a very intense reading, because I can tell that this is a very intense connection. Maybe some of you out there would describe it as a roller coaster, or you feel like you have just been going through it since you entered into this connection, because I can tell you right away it's meant to be an intense one for a reason. I first want to touch on some notes we have coming out here about the past. I think one of the primary purposes of you two coming together in this lifetime, or meeting each other in this lifetime, is to hash out old crap from the past. Just to put it bluntly for you, literally make peace with past relationships, past connections, and to remember who you truly are at your core, which of course is your consciousness, you being a soul, okay? I wouldn't be shocked if this is also a past life connection, as in you and this person have already been through it a couple of rounds in the past, okay? Maybe it's even a connection that you have revisited several times in this lifetime. Whatever it is for your specific situation, I can tell you for sure one of the purposes of meeting this person is for you to finally let some things go and for them to do the same. So I think it's really important that you are radically honest with yourself. Of course, I'm not speaking to your person right now unless we have cross watchers on the channel, but I would tell them the same thing, the same exact thing. There's some stuff, there's some junk, there's some garbage, some low vibrational patterns that you both are holding on to from past connections, past relationships, maybe even some past life stuff that is begging to be purged and let go of in this lifetime. And this is the lucky connection that is meant to help you both do that, if you're willing to embrace that and embrace the journey here. I feel like this is meant to be a very impactful connection for the two of you. It's meant for you to embrace your truest self. Now, one thing you might note about this connection is that it tests your limits in a lot of ways. And I think one of those limits is like your freedom in relationships, your freedom in connections. Maybe someone in this connection got used to a codependent lifestyle with past partners, or there was a lot of clinginess or a lot of attachment issues going on. And this connection is meant to be a healthy one from what I can see, that is meant for you to embrace your own personal self, your own freedom, allowing you to be expressive, to not feel like you have to walk on eggshells or keep your mouth zipped, but for you to actually just speak up, speak authentically, embrace your own personal power and freedom. And I feel like there's a lot of unconditional love that comes with this connection, where you're both meant to really like not try to force the other person to fit in some type of box. Another thing I want to touch on for you guys is that maybe someone in this connection in past relationships had a tendency to try to project onto their lovers, right? They had like an idealized fantasy of what their love relationship should look like, what they wanted their partner to be like, and if it didn't match up perfectly, it created havoc in the situation. And so I think that whoever that person is that has experienced that in the past is really meant to learn how to fully embrace the other person and accept all of their quirks, their flaws, and to just really let them shine as their authentic self. Now, I have to give the PSA, I'm not excusing toxic behaviors or red flag behaviors, okay? So I'm not saying you have to just accept this person if they're going out every weekend and cheating on you, okay? That is not what I'm getting at here. I'm saying if your person likes to, like, let's say they're a bookworm and they need an hour every day to just curl up by themselves and read a book, let them embrace that side of themselves. You know, make sure you give them their space if they're asking for it within healthy, normal limits. And inversely, maybe you're the bookworm or you are an introvert and you don't like to socialize a whole lot. Maybe this person is meant to help pull you out of your shell a little bit and learn more about yourselves. Maybe they're an extrovert and they encourage you to go on more adventures or something like that. I think that there's a lot about this connection, testing your limits, testing the way you view love and relationships, while simultaneously inviting both of you to really welcome in those differences and accept one another for who you are. This might be an opposites attract kind of situation where the two of you are very compatible, but you have opposite personality types, okay? It's helping you to not only remember who you are at your root self, but to fully embrace that and to learn even more about who you are and go on this journey of self-discovery. This connection is definitely meant to be a blessing in your life, and I can tell you without a doubt that this is a divine connection. You met each other for a reason. It might feel very magical at times. Other times it might feel like it's pushing your limits or pushing your buttons, and I feel like that just... it goes with the territory with this connection. So I guess just be aware of that. Now, the other notes I want to touch on, first of all, I think that maybe someone in this connection has a tendency to maybe get a little bit codependent or clingy. I kind of touched on that already. This could be you or your person, but I'm picking up on someone, at least one of you in the connection, having a more anxious attachment style or codependency issues, where someone has a tendency to cling and latch on to the other person, obsess over them, and get all tied up into knots because of that if things aren't going according to plan. And another lesson that comes from this connection is self-independence, I guess, being more independent. Whoever the clingy one is, whoever the anxiously attached person is meant to flip that around and become more securely attached, okay? To learn to let go, to let that freedom happen, let that space happen, and to focus inward. So I'm not getting anything specific, whether that's you or this person, but whoever that is meant to calm those nerves, maybe learn how to manage that anxiety in a healthy way, get help if they need to, and use that knowledge to make this connection and your own personal lives even better. So that could be you or your person, maybe both of you, since it's coming out a couple times. I also think that this connection is meant to be a physical connection in the 3D. So for those of you out there who are long distance, maybe you haven't reached that point yet. I'm not getting a whole lot of long distance vibes so far, simply because I'm picking up on that note that this is meant to be a person that you see in the 3D on a regular basis. You actually get the chance to cuddle up with them. I think that being around each other in the 3D is an important part of this connection. And that's not the case for every connection out there. There are plenty of long distance connections that it's just not a part of their path. It's not a part of their plan. But for this one, I definitely see that being the case. You are meant to actually physically cuddle up with this person, enjoy each other's physical company and presence, okay? There's something magical about this connection, and although, again, sometimes it might feel like it's testing you or pushing your buttons, I think that it would be hard for you to deny the fact that there are magical elements here, and maybe sometimes it almost feels too good to be true. So, very interesting first spread, and I loved using that deck. That was beautiful. All right, so what I'm going to do is pull a couple more oracle cards, and then we're going to hop into the tarot. I'm going to pull your primary energy in this connection versus your person's primary energy and see what we can get out here, okay? We're going to talk a little bit more about your experience, their experience, and then after that, we will get some channeled messages out before I jump into the extended, you guys. All right, so on the left, it's my intention that we're talking about you. On the right, it's my intention that we're talking about your person. Although it is totally fine if you feel like you need to flip-flop the sections or if you see mirroring. That is totally okay. I do think you and your person are meant to learn a lot of similar lessons in this connection. So A-okay. At the end of the day, as I always note for my collective, take messages if, when, and how they truly resonate with your situation. Never force anything to fit inside a box. Never force anything to fit. Okay? One more for their person, please. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, that like spun around like crazy. Okay, and that came with a very specific message. Back of the deck, I'm actually taking it as mutual energies. It's illumination. So before I jump into anything else they want me to tell you, your person knows that they're learning very identical lessons to you, but they don't want you to know that. They're keeping that hidden. You might be more expressive about the things you're experiencing and learning. They are having almost identical things happen to them, but they will not let you know that. They do not want you to know that for some reason. So I don't know why that came out. It did, had to get that out there right from the get-go. Over here, you are being represented with the energies of surrender and pain. This is very intense, okay? I think you have been through hell and back, I guess I can say that. You've been through hell and back, okay? You've been through some difficult relationships of all kinds. I'm not just talking about romantic relationships. I think that you have been through the frickin' ringer when it comes to this lifetime and your life experience in this life, okay? And you've been through a lot of those painful moments. And I think right now your energy is in the process of transmuting itself. So whatever these painful experiences were, the patterns, the lessons you've learned from them, I think right now you are in the process of surrendering to the divine plan and transmuting that pain into knowledge. You're transmuting those negative experiences into something that you can use to not ever have to go through it again, essentially. You've learned those lessons. You're in the process of healing that pain and surrendering to the process. Maybe some of you are in the midst of a spiritual awakening right now. It could be that maybe you're tapping back into your faith. You've been praying more, meditating more, going to therapy, getting some sort of help with getting over whatever the painful past was, and you're surrendering the illusion of control. You're transmuting all of that negativity and you're just leaving it behind. You're no longer wanting to remain a victim to it. You just want to move on and have a happy life. So you've probably been doing a lot of deep diving, soul searching, introspecting about your life, your experience, and everything you've been through. And you're doing a great job at that from what it seems here. Like you're actually reaching this energy of surrender. Maybe some of you have been doing a lot of ego work where you've realized that you've tried to, it's reminding me of the Serenity Prayer, which I probably should have memorized, but I don't, so my bad. If anybody wants to comment that down below, you're welcome to, but it's basically saying, change the things you can if you're able to, and if you can't change a certain thing, either remove yourself from that situation or surrender to the process. So I kind of think that's basically where you're at right now. Now with your person, they have major trust issues. I'm not even going to beat around the bush, you guys. They have trust issues specifically surrounding love relationships, okay? It could be that, it came from family issues back in the day. I'm not going to, unpack every possibility here, but I do think a lot of these trust issues came from love relationships with the heart at the very center, okay? They may have been cheated on in the past, betrayed. Maybe they gave their all to someone who left them high and dry. It could be a whole bunch of different things, but your person definitely has some trust issues, some insecurities, and maybe even a sense of low self-worth. Hold on a second. I have to take a sip of water. I'm going to cough, you guys. I'm probably going to cough anyway. I'm a little bit sick, so just bear with me. All right. Hopefully it's done. Your person is learning how to trust again. Their current energy is learning how to trust again. And the irony, as I first mentioned, is that they went through all of this too, but they don't want you to know about that. It's like your person wants to conceal this from you and take all that responsibility on themselves. And they're also learning a lot from you. So I think you're probably the more expressive one in this connection, at least when it comes to your own suffering, your own pain, your own experiences. I think you're more willing to share that with this person than they are. And they're actually looking at you as like a great mentor or person that they admire for doing so. And they're learning from you the things you have to say, the things you've been through, and where you're going. You light the way for each other in a lot of ways. You're really helping each other out. The mutual energy here is illumination. So this connection definitely helps to wake you up, wake you up to things that need to be healed and worked on, improved upon. And I really see that happening for the two of you. You guys are doing an amazing job. And I am so very proud of you. What we're going to do quickly is get out a couple tarot cards now. I'm going to get a couple for you and your current experience versus your person. We're going to just tap into that a little bit deeper before I get into the channeled messages here. And again, just for a reminder, the extended is going to cover their specific thoughts and feelings towards you as well as their intentions towards you if we don't have that come out in the tarot here. Okay? Okay, so talk to me about, there we go. Okay. Wow, definitely you're stepping into your own personal power and you're learning to heal and self-regulate. We have the 9 of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, and Temperance. Some of you out there could be business owners, entrepreneurs, or leaders. Maybe you're doing very well financially right now, or that's something you are working towards and it's working out for you. Basically, yeah, your experience in this connection right now is maybe cultivating material abundance, buying a home, building a home, succeeding at work, stepping into your own personal power, healing, and self-regulating. That's basically your representation in the connection right now. Let's talk about your person next. Yeah, they're learning to not let their past define them and to allow themselves to be happy. Okay, oh, I feel bad for your person. Hold on a second. We had a couple cards fall away, and the face-up one is the Lovers. So Yeah, your person really, really, really struggled with love relationships. I don't know if you know their past or what, but I would seriously be shocked if they weren't majorly betrayed by at least one past lover, okay? I'm talking infidelity, cheating, major betrayal, a really messy divorce, something like that. Because your person had some deep, deep, deep wounds surrounding love relationships, okay? Their experience right now is learning to not look on the past with regret, but to choose to embrace what is good, what is right in front of them, and to have a better relationship in the future. This could definitely be your current partner. If they're not, they definitely want to be your partner. Okay, they want to actually let themselves embrace that energy again of partnership. They feel like the two of you are already in union with each other. So that's kind of where they're represented here. And they want to believe in love again. This person, basically, their experience and your connection right now is wanting to trust again, wanting to believe that real love is possible again, and to not be scared anymore. And I think, honestly, you've probably been through similar things to what this person has been through. And that's why they're looking on your experience and where you are right now, almost like they just really admire you. Like you're teaching them how to do it. You're teaching them that it's possible to get to where they want to be when it comes to how they view love. So they really admire you. I don't want to like understate that. They really admire you, and it's not like they think you're above them. It's not like they're looking at you like you're this, well, they look at you like a superstar, but what I'm trying to say is it's not like they look at you like you are above them or better than them, but they definitely admire you, and they kind of want to imitate what you have done to heal, if that makes sense. So let's get a few messages out from them to you now. I'm becoming a better person. I hid who I really am from you. Yeah, your person has a tendency to hide, okay? They hide a lot of things from you. Their feelings, their past wounds and experiences. So just be aware of that. They're maybe a little bit shy, or they're reluctant to open up emotionally, but it's something I can see that they're working on, okay? So we also have, you were the best thing in my life. If this person is currently in your life, you can flip it to, you are the best thing in my life, and I can't stop thinking about you. Yeah, they think about you quite a bit, and they think about not only like their feelings for you, they think about who you are as a person, I'm feeling called to say. They admire the heck out of you, all right? Let's get a couple more cards out with what this person would have to say, please. I'm trying to stabilize my life right now, and you deserve better than how I've treated you. Okay, hold on. I gotta grab it. Okay, boom. Bam. All right, let's get a couple more. This person may have mistreated you, or maybe they know that their wounds have blocked them from a lot and being more expressive. Yeah, I wish I were as open as you, and I only want you. So again, yeah, your person admires the heck out of you. It's not like they necessarily think you're better than them, but they for sure think that you're out of their league in a lot of ways, okay? Which may, ironically enough, be adding and pressing on their insecurities even more. However, they don't feel like they can stay away from you, and they definitely want to keep you in their life, okay? They may have mistreated you based on past experiences, past wounds, and patterns that they've had. They're working on stabilizing that and becoming a better person right now. They really do want to heal. They're committed to that, and one of the things they want to improve upon is being more open and expressive, and to stop hiding, okay? Very interesting, because I can tell you right now your person is very emotional. This person that we are talking about right now is very sensitive. They're very emotional, but they're like that classic type of person that doesn't want to let people know that. But if you read between the lines, you can really see it come out, okay? Especially when it comes to like if they have jealousy issues or if their trust issues get triggered. It's because they're sensitive. It's because they have an emotional attachment to you. It's not because they're unbothered or they don't care. So very interesting. I'm getting very strong water sign energy from your person. They certainly don't have to be, but I felt called to say it. So they could have strong like Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio in their charts or something like that, okay? Anyway, let's get out a few tiles and charms for you. This part of my reading is for bonus confirmation. So this could spell out their name, their initials, important words or symbols, you name it. This is just for bonus info. All right, that wasn't a lot, but that's okay. We have EP and U, O, M, P. I'm seeing the word poem. Maybe this person wants to write you a poem, or they could be a poet. Yeah, this is giving me Knight of Cups energy. For sure. Like your person is secretly a Knight of Cups, but they don't want you to know that. There's like a hair. Okay, there we go. Your person has Knight of Cups energy, but they don't want you to know that. Like they're deeply emotional, creative, and they are secretly a hopeless romantic that does not want you to know that for some reason, but maybe they're working on it. Okay. And then we also have the lollipop here. They want more sweetness. They really like the sweetness that the two of you already share with each other. They could even be thinking about gifting you with something, or maybe you've been thinking about doing that for them because we have the blue bow here. So writing you a poem, giving you candy, giving you something, I don't know. And then we have the cross coming out as well. So someone in this connection could be Christian, have a strong religious or spiritual practice, you name it. Let's get a couple messages out for you now before I hop into the extended, you guys. I love ending my readings with messages just for the viewer. I feel like it helps us all to reset our energy and focus back inward on ourselves. I know that sometimes, unfortunately, people have a tendency to get a little obsessive over tarot, or when we want clarity about a certain connection, like overwatch tarot, and sometimes people can forget to pour the energy back into themselves. So to me, as a reader who cares about my audience, my viewers, I like to reset our energy after every reading so that you can start focusing on you again, okay? Especially if you are a person that's like very focused on your person right now. Remember that you are number one. You are the top priority. You are the main character in your life, please, okay? If you've made it this far into the reading, first of all, don't forget to like and subscribe. Second of all, comment a feather or a bird emoji down below to let me know. You got the blue jay. The time is right to access. Okay, I'm starting over. The time is right to access and master your abilities. Do so with humility and control, okay? And your affirmation of the day, to affirm it with me, drop the top part in the comments. It is, today I am healthy. Today my mind, my heart, and my soul are one healthy being. Beautiful. I am going to pack up, leave this reading here. I want to thank you all so much for joining on the channel here today. If you are not joining for the extended, I certainly would love to see you around the channel again in the future. I hope I do. If you are joining for the extended, where we're talking about their thoughts and feelings about you right now, as well as their intentions, that info will be down below in the description. I hope to see you there. Have a blessed day, everyone. Bye for now.